Bro, why do we, Juice WRLD Glazers, yes, me and the person watching this, we are both Juice WRLD Glazers. And you can't say you're not because you wouldn't have clicked on this video if otherwise. Big Veiny did to your butt crack right now. If I ask you to name 10 Juice WRLD songs, you name it 20. You're a Glazer, bro. And as such a Glazer, it is our job, nay, our duty to protect this man at all costs, dead or alive. I mean, that one of those ain't an option anymore, but nonetheless, it just feels like every single time since he's passed away, there's been more and more BS that we've had to deal with that honestly, I feel like shouldn't have been a situation to begin with. Like if you told me not only was Juice WRLD gonna pass away, but the label was gonna start messing up his music when releasing it, Ali Lottie was gonna turn into an Ali Thotty, I would have honestly thought you were taking the same stuff that took Juice from us to begin with. Our only saving grace throughout this whole situation was it seemed like he skipped the generic problem that happens when an artist passes away. All the clones biting their style. We've seen it with like Pop Smoke, but I would say the biggest example, we've seen it with XXX. Juice passed away, it's been a couple years now, and I haven't heard anybody who sounds like him or anything close for a good amount of time. At least I would have been able to say that before, like 2 weeks ago, before this man, how do you pronounce the bro's name? Nola, bro, that nasty ass name. He even copying Juice's flow with that. Trying to be named after food and shit. Yeah, so this dude supposedly came out of nowhere years after Juice WRLD passing, and everybody is saying he sounds exactly like bro. Like they're saying not only did he take the lyrics, he stole that man's voice, he stole that man type beats. Hey, he might damn near take some of the fans, but not me. I ain't going. Y'all stay safe though. I got a hint of his music when my homeboy sent him in a group chat to me like a month ago or something like that. And he said, oh my God, does this dude sound like Juice WRLD? And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, he sent it and I just agreed with him and said, yeah, bruh, so you trying to get on the game or what? Yeah, I'm one of them friends, bruh. If you send me a meme, I'm not looking at it. But I concur. The real event that happened where I actually listened to it and judged for myself was when a bunch of my viewers brought up his name on stream. And that's when I know something is going crazy. And this was my first sign of seeing maybe this dude's going mainstream. I don't know how big or prominent he was before this whole Juice WRLD fiasco, but I have never heard of bro, and then my first time hearing about you is not only the fans comparing you to Juice WRLD, but literally you comparing yourself to Juice WRLD. In every post you upload. Like I wanted to give dude the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, you know, it's the fans, you know, they're comparing him. It just happens. Juice WRLD's a very big, prominent artist. So if you sound somewhat like him, it's gonna happen. But he does, no, that's not the case though. He's literally feeding into it, bro. It don't seem like bro cares to be his own artist. I think he's genuinely using this promotion as a way to, well, promote himself. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't working. I mean, you wouldn't be watching this video if he wasn't doing it, so. Damn it, I hate when people trick me. Hey, who wrote this script, bro? Y'all making me seem like an idiot. So, I wanna make something very, very clear. For me, personally, I don't think he sounds like Juice WRLD. That's a big thing. A bunch of people on stream were telling me, by the way, if y'all want to watch my actual first initial reaction to him, it happened on stream, so there's a video. I posted a smaller 8-minute one if you want to watch it on the second channel. However, I don't think he sounds, I really don't. I think he uses Juice WRLD-esque beats. I wouldn't be surprised at all if I found one of his beats on YouTube previously and it said Juice WRLD X blank type beat. I swear to God I wouldn't. He also uses Juice WRLD-esque type bars. If you might be wondering, oh, what do you mean by that? Well, he raps about the same stuff. And not only does he rap about the same stuff on the same type of beat, but he also uses the same type of flow. Now, some people say their voice itself sounds the same. Personally, I don't think they sound the same. I hear the difference. Maybe it's because I'm black and I hear the difference in other black people's voices, but I can hear the difference between the two voices. They don't sound the same to me, but it does sound like it's trying to be that. And the reason why I say that is because I did a little deep dive for myself. Yes, I did a little bit of information checking and listened to some previous music he made. And not only is it completely different beats, completely different rhyme schemes, completely different type of lyrics, even the auto-tune presets are different. So he went from one thing to a completely different thing that is another big artist's thing. I genuinely can't see how somebody does that and not think, damn, I kind of just copied somebody. I've definitely seen some comments floating around of people saying, well, if he sounds like him, he can't control that. That's just a voice. It's a God-given right. I'm gonna be real. Why are we acting like we not in 2025 with presets? I watched the interview, even more deep diving. Yes, I watched the interviewer, bro. He does not sound like that. When you hear Juice WRLD talk, and then you hear his song, that voice is the exact same. So hypothetically speaking, if y'all saying he sounds how Juice WRLD sounds when he sings, he should sound how Juice WRLD sounds when he talks, right? Unless he's using a preset. Hey man, y'all getting my point, right? It gotta be the preset. I genuinely think it's the preset, so it's on purpose then. Preset purpose, a purpose preset. To be honest, I don't genuinely care if he's actually copying Juice WRLD's style, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna continue listening to Juice WRLD. Nothing else matters. When all them XXXTentacion clones came out, I didn't start listening to the. Actually, wait, hold on. I'm lying. I did listen to Broly 500. I'm not gonna lie. I even had bro as my outro on a couple YouTube videos. That's not gonna happen here though. You not finna see no Key Nola at the end of any Burnt Biscuit videos. I ain't no sellout. I genuinely hope as an artist, bro, prospers and gets up there. Honestly, I don't think he's a bad artist, bro. I know I'm just kind of memeing, making fun of it, because like, oh, it's a dude that sounds like Juice WRLD, and hey, Juice WRLD is my glorious king. My bad, our glorious king. Yes, you're a glazer, you're a dick rider too with me, buddy. And worst comes to worst, if he ends up picking up the torch and continuing the emo rap genre, which is honestly, I don't even want to say it's dying, it's dead, y'all. Like the emo rap genre is completely stomped out. I'm talking on the floor, not breathing, no heart, no pulse, no nothing. If he brings it back alive, brings it back into fruition, I wouldn't be mad. Somebody gotta do it, and Uzi too busy wearing dresses. I mean, he seems like he's doing pretty good. He's already at like almost 500,000 monthly listeners, and I'm pretty sure, according to YouTube, bro only started a year ago. That's mad impressive. Wait. He only started a year ago and he's already got this buzz around him? Hold on, y'all. I'm not no gardener, but I might smell a plant. And through the means of which he's being brought up and through the means of which he's blowing up, this is some industry plant type stuff. Hold on, bruh. What if Key Nola was an industry plant made to fulfill the role of Juice WRLD because somebody in the industry thinks that there's still more space to fill out that Juice WRLD didn't get to do because he passed away? That's why they put him on the same beats. That's why they try to choose somebody with the closest voice to him, and they make him, bro, use the same type of lyrics. I'm gonna go to a song right now and bring y'all back a lyric. Hey, I'll bet my left nutsack I can find one lyric that's 100% ripped back. Hold on, let me, I'll be right back. Literally, not even 3 minutes into searching, I found a lyric within the song Demon Girl, which is also an unreleased Juice WRLD song, little Easter egg there. But he uses the bar, "No, I'm not a doctor, but I'm running out of patience." Now, when I said that bar, is there any specific, I don't know, artist or song that came to your mind? Funny enough, if you literally just look up that bar, oh wow, look at what pops up. Honestly, especially after seeing this, I think bro is heavily influenced by our king. Yes, our, mine and yours. I'm gonna keep saying it until you drill it in your head. But I think he's just heavily influenced by him, which honestly, that's not a problem whatsoever. I'm not really knocking him for finding a good sound that he can do. So at this point, I'm just kind of stalking bro's profile. I just listened to another song that is called Lone Ranger, Wink Wink. And in this song, bro literally says, all girls are the same. It's so clear and obvious that he was a fan of Juice WRLD, and that's kind of beautiful. I want Juice WRLD to be the GOAT. So if Juice WRLD can spawn somebody like this who's making pretty dope music, if I have to say so myself, I'm really happy about that. That just means a lot about my GOAT. At the end of the day, Granola Bar is just another Juice WRLD fan like me and you, except for he just acted upon his fandom in the form of music instead of comments and watching Burnt Biscuit videos. When you really think about it, it's just another way to express your interests, and there's nothing wrong with that.